Joe Stubbersfield.
So you have to look at the world around us at the moment to see the kind of impact that conspiracy theories have on our society. So you've probably seen reports of 5G towers being set on fire because people think that they're spreading coronavirus. Or maybe you've seen reports of people who support this QAnon deep state conspiracy theory being elected as congressional candidates in America. But it's important to remember that it's not just crazy people believing in crazy things. We're all conspiracy theorists because conspiracy theories strongly appeal to human psychology. But what do I mean when I'm talking about conspiracy theories? So I'm talking about accusations of conspiracy which persist in society despite the fact that they have no evidence for them or that there is evidence disproving them. And they persist in society precisely because they have this strong appeal to human psychology. The human mind has evolved dispositions towards certain types of information that have enhanced our survival. And just as our dispositions towards salt, fat, and sugar makes us susceptible to eating too many burgers, our dispositions towards paying attention to, remembering, and sharing some types of information makes us susceptible to conspiracy theories and other types of misinformation. These kind of dispositions in psychology are known as cognitive biases, and conspiracy theories evoke a number of them. They're a very tasty burger for the mind. So what are they built of? What kind of cognitive biases am I talking about? So one of the kind of key components is hyperactive agency detection. This means that people are prone towards perceiving an intentional agent as being behind random events. And this makes sense because it's more costly for your survival to assume that a bush is being rustled by the wind than to assume it's being rustled by a bear. Also, we're prone towards paying attention to and remembering negative aspects of our environment. Because again, it's more costly to miss out on something negative in the environment than something positive for our survival. And this means that we're prone towards perceiving negative intentional agents, malign beings, as behind random events. We're also a social species. So a key theory of why humans are so intelligent relative to other animals is that we evolved to keep track of complex social relationships in the large groups in which we live. So that means that we're particularly keen to pay attention to and remember social information about the social activities of others. So when you have a story, so the malign agents that are behind these events are not just abstract agents, they're organizations, they're other people, and stories about their social activities are particularly appealing to our minds. Another consequence of the fact that we live in groups is that not everyone is a member of our group. We have in-group members and out-group members. And of course, these groups are culturally defined. We learn the markers of what makes our group and what makes someone outside of our group. But we have a tendency to view out-group members as in a more negative light and as more homogenous. We're more likely to stereotype them. So you can see how conspiracy theories that have social agents as behind random events, and particularly social agents who are members of that outgroup, are particularly appealing to the way our minds work. And you can see this in the way that conspiracy theories often promote prejudice and discrimination, which is something we've seen with COVID and the conspiracy theories around that. But how do we fight these conspiracy theories if that's what we're interested in doing? It's obviously very difficult because they are particularly appealing to the way our minds work. But by understanding that appeal and by being vigilant to our own biases, we can perhaps put aside the kind of tasty brain burger that is the conspiracy theory and have a healthier diet of information. Because we're all just one YouTube video away from falling off the wagon and becoming a conspiracy theorist.